Good morning. There's something that's been holding me back. I need to get rid of an happy life. The scales have not been my friend. Last week I was 14.1. Weighed myself yesterday in the gym. It's the only place I'm going to be weighing myself from now on. I was 13.10, so that's a loss of £5, which is great. Now, I've just threw my scales in the bin. The reason being, because I'm getting up every morning, I'm doing my walks, I'm getting up, cooking my food, not missing or skipping a meal. I'm drinking 4 litres of water a day, and I'm training. But every morning, I'm stepping on them scales in mine, and my weight's not changing, and it's really knocked my confidence. It's made me think, what's the point? Loads of things. It's really knocked me. Like, this week has been harder than any other week in the 8-month transformation I done last time. But here's the thing, even though I'm not losing weight, I look different. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm my own worst critic, and I can see it. I can see it around my belly. I just feel the chest to stomach ratio is balancing out now. I see it in my face. I don't know if you can. I've just woke up. I'm very tired. So yeah. So I'm getting leaner, but sort of looking the same, staying the same on the scales. So I've got rid of them. I'm just going to weigh myself every single Monday, not in between. Because imagine you're weighing yourself every fucking day, and then you're like, you look like you've lost 3 pounds, you're like, fucking sound, and then you get on the next day, and it looks like you put a pound on, because you fluctuate that much. That was the issue with the water a couple of weeks ago. But it's enough to knock you. It's enough to make you think, ooh, fuck that. So I've binned them, so I can't get up. Carl said, and other people said, just take the batteries out. No, because I'll just go and get batteries. And I wouldn't be arsed going to buy new scales, especially after I've just threw a set out. But yeah, been a tough week this week for me. That's why probably hasn't been any videos. Just with myself really. But there's nothing happened or anything like that. I don't know. But that's just my life, and that's just how I am. I have my ups, I have my downs, but now I'm up the hill. There's a woman on my Facebook called Teresa, and she runs a charity. She started the charity called Ladders, and it's about it's for people with ADHD who these people with ADHD struggle just on basic things throughout their life really. They procrastinate, they just don't focus on what's important, they just lose their attention basically, and it's hard. And with that becomes loads of things like anxiety, depression, social skills, just lots come with having ADHD. Now, I went up for a commercial about 10 years ago, and it was for ADHD or ADD, and I was reading it. Didn't know what it was really. It's about hyperactive kids. I was reading it, and Denise was there, the baby's mum, and I was like, this is me. This is me. And Teresa messaged me one time and she said, "Hi John, you don't know me, blah blah blah, but I've seen you on Facebook and seen your behaviour and your ups and downs, and one major thing that sticks out to me is you have something called super hyper focus I think there's hyper focus and super focus. I have super hyper focus. That's when you fixate on something and you don't stop till you've done it. Now I believe I've got that trait. But with that, bear in mind I said trait. With that, everything else around you, you might achieve your goal, but everything around you remains unmanaged. Whether it be relationships, whether it be time with your kids, whether it be your business, whether it be keeping your home tidy, whether it be your finances. But yeah, boom, you achieved that goal though. But in the meantime, all of the other goals you've achieved are just crying for food and water. But anyway, I don't think I've got ADHD. I don't, and that's not me in denial. Bearing in mind, I've been to quite a few therapists. I don't think I've got ADHD. I think I'm not good at finances, and then someone might come along who's brilliant at finances and go, John, it's easy, just do it, it's easy. And I'm like, it's easy to you, and it's easy because you know how. Do you know how to do a men's physique competition? Do you know how to run a marathon? Do you know how to cut hair? Do you know how to prepare for an audition? Do you know how to make people laugh? Do you know how to do this? No, you don't. But I do. So just because you know about finances doesn't make you any better than me, because I can't do it. Because I'm not going to look down at you because you can't do things I can't do. Now, we can all learn to do things. That's clear. But here's what I think. What's that thing? It was like there was like all little zoo animals in a classroom, and they treat them all the same, when, you know, an elephant can't climb a tree, but a monkey can. Sorry, I got interrupted. So yeah, you can't base, you know, so if an elephant climbs a tree, you know, you can't say the monkey's a better student, because that elephant can do far more than what that monkey can do. Well, not far more, but it can do things better, as can the monkey. Now, my point is that we've all got strengths, right? So here's an analogy for you. Pokemon, right? Pokemon. So you'll have a little tiny little Pokemon, and then you'll have a massive Pokemon. But this little tiny Pokemon's got qualities the massive one hasn't. And he's got his strengths, and he's got his strengths. But they're probably pretty equal. You might look at the little one and think it's feeble. But it's not. It's not at all. The big one might be feeble, but that's not, because that's got its strengths, as has the little one got its strengths. And they both get the job done. I hope that makes sense. So, but it's like statistics. You've got different traits, they've got different qualities, and that makes them them, and that makes them, you know, valuable members of the Pokemon community. Anyway, so you can't really judge people on what they can and can't do, because everyone's different. But one thing I know I have, and one thing I know I've lost, well, I thought I'd lost it. I had something a lot of people didn't have, and I recognised it, and people might have recognised it in me. I had drive, determination, and I feel the last couple of years I've lost it. I know I've done this show that couple of years ago, and I know I do other things, but I just feel like I've lost this vision And I know I spoke about visions and stuff, and maybe that's why I've lost it. Maybe that's why I've lost it, because I'm more just going with the flow nowadays, and whatever comes my way, whatever branch comes in my path, I'll tackle it. But I know where I'm going wrong. I haven't lost my determination. I haven't lost my drive. If anything, my drive's the strongest it's ever been. And the reason why it's the strongest it's ever been is because I've learned lots. I've learned. But unfortunately, I'm putting my focus, drive and energy into the wrong things. And I'll tell you what it is, and this is me being super ultra honest with you. This is the most honest I could be. When I split up with the baby's mum, we weren't happy. We weren't happy at all. We both lived miserably, but we stayed because it was the right thing to do. To the point where it just comes to a head. That's the best thing that could have happened, because it just made it to not go back, and that both forced us both to stay away. And now we're friends. We're very good friends. We have our ups and downs, but that's normal. And but anyway, ever since that, I didn't have a home, really. My mum and dad are both dead. I didn't really have a home. I didn't live with my kids. I didn't have someone to go home to. I didn't have a partner. So you probably noticed I've had girlfriends, and I've had 3. 2 of them didn't last very long, and one of them lasted a year. I've been looking for a woman. And I hate it. I hate that I feel I not needed is going to be the word. I needed someone else there in order to fulfill me, because I had this image of the home, moving forward, blah blah blah, and unfortunately all my focus has gone into that, and I hate it. And I'm being honest, and there's going to be fellas watching this thing going, oh lad, you quilt, or there's women going, I don't want none of that. I'm just being fucking honest, and there's probably a lot of people who feel the same, but they wouldn't admit it, but I'm fucking admitting it. So yeah, I put all my energy into finding a partner, which is stupid, man. It's fucking stupid, and with that, everything else around me's been neglected. I haven't put so much energy in the shop. I might ignore the kids, and I'm most of all ignoring my fucking self. There was this girl I was with once, and I loved her so much. And I'd have done anything for her. And I remember, if I'd have washed her dishes for her, I'd have done this for her, I'd have done that for her, I'd have done this for her. I remember one time when we split up, I was in my flat and I hadn't done my dishes, and I was like, and I thought to myself, but you'd have done her dishes, John. And then I thought to myself, yeah, but I really, really loved her. I'd have done that to have made her happy. And then I thought to myself, well, why don't you just love yourself, lad? And why don't you just make yourself really, really happy? So that's what I've got to learn to do. So now, I'm going to make a conscious effort to stop that. It's held me back. It's put me back. It really has. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's in our nature to find someone, and I think so in my case as well, but maybe a bit more, because I do have lots of friends, but socially I do seclude myself. I do it on purpose. I do. And I don't mind that. I quite like that. I like to do it. No, I've moved to Flodgen. I've moved away from everyone because I just want to be on my own. But at the same time, I despise being on my own. So yeah, I've been looking for a woman, and I'm going to stop that. Because it's caused me nothing but pain, disappointment, heartbreak, and I feel the need to have to get up and start again. You can't lose at a game you don't play. So no longer am I playing the game. And if someone comes my way, they come my way. And hopefully I'll fall in love with my best friend. I can't meet someone on a fucking dating app and within a week speak all hypothetically together and then decide, shall we become boyfriend and girlfriend? And then we all make these stupid plans for it all to go tits up, because that's an agreement. That's not an and with agreements become pressures and restrictions and certain things. It stops you from being you. So yeah, that's the truth. I hope you'd appreciate my honesty, but I'm doing it as much for me. I'm doing it more for me than I am for fucking you. As I say, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So yeah, going back to ADHD, I don't think I've got ADHD, but I do think I've got that quality. As you know, I don't think I've got social anxiety. I know I said I like to stay away, or maybe I have. No, I don't think I have, because I'm alright in social situations. If anything, I excel in them. Yeah. What else is there about ADHD? I don't know. Like hyper. I don't know. There's loads of things, loads of traits of ADHD I haven't got. But I've got some. But then I suppose you could say I've got certain traits of anything really. But just because I've got one or two, don't label it. Or maybe I'm completely fucking wrong, and maybe I have, but I don't think I have. I do get bored easily though. There's another trait. And I only do what I want to do. But surely, isn't that how we should live our lives? Only doing what we want to do. So what does that make me not normal? Does that make everyone else not normal? I don't like paying bills. I don't like doing dishes. I don't like cleaning up. But I love making YouTube videos. I love going on my walks. I love chatting shit. I love loads of things. Because they're the things I want to do. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've got it. I don't think I have. And you might think to yourself, John, there's plenty of women out there. But I'm my own worst enemy. I'm incredibly fussy. Cheeky cunt, aren't I? Nah, I'm not. I'm not a cheeky cunt at all. So yeah, I've been on lots of dates, lots of interactions, but don't know, it's got to be a certain energy for me to go. But then I think I get excited then and maybe fuck it up. In the past, I've give most of the energy to the ones that don't deserve it. and neglected the ones that have deserved it. Like, there's been girls interested and I've fucked them off, and there's a few regrets. There's girls who fucked me off, but I think what I did do for a long time, and I don't do that now, I think it was my own low self-esteem. I think I needed a jewel to see my own reflection in. Trophy bird. Yeah. Stupid again, innit? I've had them. Yeah, that's about my approval. Look who approves of me. Don't look at it though. It's mine. Don't look at it. But you know what? You know the girls I have little stints with? They always end up becoming my fucking best mates. The gay mate, but I'm not gay. No. Whether I fuck them off or they fuck me off, I like to be friends with people. I've got plenty of them. But yeah. Yeah, I think I've just gotta crack on putting my energy into stuff that's gonna enhance my life. And then they come. There's one, for being honest, let's be honest, I think I give off the ones I find I want half the time don't want me, and the ones I don't want do. What does that say? It's what I'm giving off. So I need to scrap all that. I need to scrap all the idea of this having a woman, having a home, having a picket fence, having a little dog, matching coats, because they know I want it, and subconsciously that gives them a control and a power. I'm not saying they abuse it, but then you become an option, and I don't want to be an option. I'm fucking boss, and I need to remind myself I'm fucking boss as well. And yeah, I am boss. I'm fucking boss. And you think, how dare yourself call yourself boss? But you know, no matter where I go, I'll be walking through town, and there's people I don't know who'll stop me and go, hello John, and you're talking to them, and I don't know who you are, which is sad. But I was in the Disney store once, and honest to God, I got stopped. Half of them I knew, half of them I never, by about 7 different groups of people. And it made me think to myself, what the fuck? It was a little moment. It was like, all these people know who I am. Why? Why are these people drawn to me? And that made me realise no one else was getting stopped. No one else was, people coming up to them, shaking their hands. This was only last year. And I did have a little moment where I thought, this is mad. And I did think, I'm a little bit different. And maybe I should give myself a bit more credit, rather than just handing it to someone on a plate for them to eat and leave. No. But at the same time, this woman situation, where I have been determined for like 5 years to find someone to run with, and to the point where it's exhausted me. It has. It's took me to the lowest. If you go for an audition, you get rejected. You go to the next audition, and you just keep going and going and going and going. It's the same for me finding a woman. But why it says a lot about me is that I put that much energy and focus into it, to the point where I haven't given up, and I have absolutely zapped every last drop of energy to achieve that goal that I set myself. Now, you can't win them all, John, so that goal's going to bed, but I give it me all. I have got amazing focus. I do put all my energy into something that I focus on. Now put that one to bed, John, because that one isn't working. So put the testing to me is that I will not stop until I get what I want. And of everything I've always really truly wanted or worked for, I've always got it. And it's okay not to win this one, John, so let it go. I just wish I could click my fingers though, but I do realise with experience these things take effort and time, and I want my focus to shift, because I know for a fact whatever I put my energy and focus in, I smash and I achieve. And have I wasted 4 years, 5 years? No, I haven't wasted, because I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about me. I've just learned a lot about life. I've learned a lot. I've learned valuable shit that I can pass on to my kids. So yeah, there's me being brutally honest. Thanks for watching.